My name is Tranie Tronic, and I'm from outer space. I live in Montreal, but I grew up in Karachi in Pakistan. I created Tranie Tronic around the end of 2003, early 2004. All the songs that I wrote for Tranie Tronic were inspired by a relationship I was in at that time. And I would want to perform in some of the gay clubs here locally in Montreal. People would say, well, drag queens don't sing. And it seemed like there was this limit to what drag should be. It had to be lip sync, and it had to be other people's popular songs. I personally never really wanted to impersonate anyone. I just wanted this whole other persona that I had never really explored before. We call it drag queen. Tranie Tronic is kind of an electronic musician, performer. I've always been inspired by sci-fi films and music from the 80s. I took a lot of inspiration from Barbarella. Daddy lover, don't you want me like no other? Oh lover, don't you wanna it had that kind of B-movie vibe to it. I think it just suited the persona to be a little bit extraterrestrial. I think it comes a little bit from my own personal life as well. And never quite feeling at home with on Earth and the way things are here. I accept the status quo, but I always see where humanity could be. Accepting everybody the way they are, regardless of sex and gender and class. In Pakistan, we have this whole culture of the third genders, and their performance and everything was probably what I saw the first time. My gender variance started in my own early childhood, so like the earliest photographs of me dressed up are when I was 3 years old. And that kind of continued throughout my life. I did do a photo shoot dressed up in as a woman in Karachi in '92. That created a bit of a scandal there. People who knew about the photo shoot decided to inform some of the press in Pakistan, and then they started to talk about it, that one of the girls in the shoot was not really a girl. Luckily, I left before, the threats and calls from the fundamentalists and all that nonsense started. But performance-wise, it really started here in Montreal.
Well, hello boys. Peter, Paul, and Patrick. You all know what comes next. It's much less surprising than any conjurer's hat trick.
So it was more spoken word when I started. I did my performances at art galleries as well as different artistic cultural venues. And people didn't really know what to do with me or where to present me and how to classify me. It's the sequined pants. I was always outside of drag culture. Thinking wearing these tonight. Because I do it in my personal life too, there's not so much of a difference. It's not like I'm a man and then I transform into a drag queen. It's much more subtle for me. This is the one I normally wear. It's my Tranie Tronic signature wig. She's nice. Tranie Tronic. The content comes from my personal life, and so it's different to the work that a lot of people traditionally do as drag performers. I don't need no space age mythology. I don't need no Space age mythology to tell me what I remember, to tell me what I remember. There's a lot of unconventional drag performers now. They do sing, they do perform their own work, they do write their own work. There's also drag kings, not just drag queens. So it's all been an evolution. The singing and the songs are like storytelling, right? It's part of our cultural traditions to share our stories and communicate them to others. Tell me what I remember, to tell me what